Hi, it's Chris from Diary of a Link again. We are here at UK Games Expo 2021. It's absolutely great to still be here on day 3. I haven't lost my voice yet, it's incredible. But I'm here right now with ASK Games and Emily and Kelsey. And their absolutely whimsical game, and I'm going to say, because the artwork is whimsical, Warren Wars. Guys, it looks adorable. I love the graphics. It looks wonderful. You know, check this out, guys. It's like full of puns. You know, it is crazy. How did ASK Games come about, Kelsey?
We actually had a day at Meeple, wasn't it, in Birmingham, Board Game Cafe in Birmingham, and we play tested some of Beth's games, and we play tested her games for about 2-3 hours. I think we literally play tested everything she has to offer, and eventually came away saying, actually, you know what, we might be able to do something like that. And originally started off, I think it was Emily's idea that it was going to be a rabbit game, because we have house rabbits. And then it was going to be something, it was going to be a take that game, but we'd recently played the likes of Unstable Unicorns and things like that, but we got stuck into infinite loops and we couldn't continue and they were too long. So something like that, but a bit shorter. And then I think we just went with puns, and we had about a 4-hour pun run of like every single rabbit or carrot or similar based pun that we could come up with. And I think then started to develop a game. And then decided that we'd have, we needed to build an army of rabbits. And I think Warren Wars came out of that evening as well. But then it was what would be our hook. And then it came to being, well, rabbits like carrots. So you're going to have to spend carrots, or at least have them, in order to get recruits. And then it sort of built from there, didn't it?
Yeah, fantastic. I mean, of course, if I understand correctly, Kelsey, you're the brains behind the rules.
Yeah, some of the rules. I did all the digital. I did all the I sort of put everything together. Emily did all the hand drawn art, every single piece of it.
Yeah.
The rules we sort of developed together. Both of us came up with different ideas. I think one of my achievements was the general deck. That was because we didn't originally have our general cards in, which are unique to every player. And and then I did all the logos and stuff. But it was generally a dual effort.
Yeah, and exactly, and it is. You're a husband and wife team, which is really lovely. Everyone loves, when families can work together and produce something together. So let's face it, you live together as well.
Yep.
So it's always ace, and it's always really nice to hear. Emily, you did the artwork for this.
I did.
You've not a background in art at all,
No,
are
I'm
you?
not.
And you can't tell. These are adorable. They look great. They actually look like Donald Trump. They look like Theresa May. This is lovely. You should be really proud. Are you proud?
Thank you. I am proud. So I've never drawn digitally before. I just picked up an iPad. I found I could draw rabbits, and I just went with it.
Yeah, I know, and also, these guys are not actually one that we kind of initially picked out to come and have an interview. You guys saw us put a post up on one of the UK game groups on Facebook, and we were like, who's going to UK Games Expo? And we were like, we're going to be there all 3 days live streaming. Like, if anyone wants to have a chat, give us a shout. And you guys were like, well, we're going to be there in bunny ears, and lo and behold, we found you. Yay! so of course, this is the Warren Walls. A little bit of a sample game here in on the table. Now, just give me a very brief run through, of the base mechanics on how it works.
Okay. So the object of the game is to be the first to build your bunny army. So you require 5 recruits in order to win. In order to get recruits, you require carrots. So you need to build up your carrot stock to play recruits and to steal and destroy and backstab your opponents and generally upset everybody.
Ooh, backstabbing!
And we also have secret weapons. These are known only to the player. They remain hidden until the player decides to activate them, but they are a one-time use card that can be used at any point during the game. So this game was played to great effect yesterday. I stole one of our customers' entire hand of cards. He had about 17 cards in his hand. He was most upset, so he played another general in order to swipe most of those back.
Oh, brilliant. Well, like I said, it looks really, really well finished, you know, and considering this is your first game as ASK Games, you know, it looks fantastic. You know, you did a successful Kickstarter.
Yep.
Yeah. You've obviously fulfilled that to everyone now.
Yes.
Yeah, that's great. Congratulations on that, because that's not an easy feat to do. When did that go live? Was that pre-COVID?
Yeah, that was 2019, beginning of 2019. And then, yeah, early 2019, we did 2 Kickstarters. The first one, we hadn't found a manufacturer in the UK, and we cancelled it halfway through, because we just knew we weren't going to hit the limit. Went back and actually found a manufacturer who's actually here today, Dice Sports. And he could do a smaller run and also cheaper cost, and was manufactured in the UK, which is great for us. So we then hit our Kickstarter at that time, and then didn't actually pick up our copies until the day of 2019's UK GE.
Right.
So we had our prototype copy, which was the final version, but we still hadn't got our final stock yet.
Yeah.
We set all our stand up and everything, and we're just waiting for it to be delivered here so we can start selling retailing, and we also sorted out some of our fulfillment here as well for people in the UK.
Fantastic.
So we could push it fine on that day, didn't we?
Right. So am I understanding correctly that they are the last 17 left?
This is our last 17 copies for this
So
run.
if people want a copy of this game, these are the only 17 left in existence.
That
Yes,
is correct.
I believe if we still have some at the end of today, we're going to put them up for the UK, what's the Facebook group?
I'm struggling to remember now. The board game group on Facebook.
Yeah, UK Board Game Group anyway. We'll be putting them up for there, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll be going on, yeah. So the final lot will go to anyone who wants them in there.
Okay, brilliant. Well, look, of course you've obviously done a successful Kickstarter. That's incredible. And of course, you only have 17 left. That's amazing. You know, of course, you don't need us to review it because you've clearly sold, you know, and you've done a successful backing. I understand you were telling me that you've had it reviewed on Board Game Geek. And just remind people what the score was, considering this is your first game as ASK Games. How did it score?
Yeah, our community score is currently sitting at 7.1.
That is incredible score for a breakout game from a new company, husband and wife team. I think you definitely deserve a congratulations on that. That's amazing, because you know there are a lot of budding designers and gamers and people who want to make board games. It's an inspiration. So thank you very much.
While we're on that subject, could I just add, if anybody is a budding board game designer, there is a local board game design group called Birmingham Board Game Designers. They are on Facebook. This was how we got started. We had so much support from those guys. We could not have done it without them.
That's fantastic. And that's one thing about this community. The community is so supportive. It's an amazing, supportive community, and that's why I think we all love board games. One other, a couple of other little things I just wanted to cover before we finish for the stream is one. The packaging just looks great. You know, you said you did all the graphic design as well. You know, is your background graphic design?
No, I do have a creative side. So one of my second jobs, I'm also a wedding photographer. So I do design stuff on there and design all my own bits for that side of things.
That's obviously, of course, helps.
But yeah, the idea, I think that came out quite early on, wasn't it? To make it like a Warren. So we'd have a grass-based top, which then just went down into a general dirt box. And then we spent ages trying to work on the logo, didn't we?
Yeah.
And find appropriate fonts and everything. We just sort of landed on this. This is mainly just slightly custom font.
And even the players have bunny ears.
Yeah, even the players have bunny ears on it.
Brilliant. Fantastic. It's great. It's whimsical. It's cute. It definitely deserves, the score that I think, Board Game Geek is giving you, especially since here it's a new breakout game. What I'm going to say is, Emily, Kelsey, thank you very much for inviting us to come along and have a chat. If anyone's got any questions out there about Warren Wars, that while the guys may or are still in deciding about whether to do a second print run, okay, if you are a publisher out there and are interested in taking over the publishing rights for this, Emily and Kelsey are probably interested. Is that right?
Yeah, we're currently we're currently looking to talk to a few people at the minute.
Yeah. So I would say if any publishers are watching this, reach out to the guys. Yeah, I know they'll probably be interested. But it's a great looking game, and I wish you all the best with any future games that you come to do.
Thank you.
Very exciting. Do give us a shout. We'll be more than happy to offer any playtest or to reviews for any future games. Okay. So, of course, if you've got any questions out there, pre-stream, that if you're watching back, so we get our lot of watches back, please do. The guys will happily pop on and answer any questions. We've already tagged you, I believe, on the live stream. So, all I'm going to do is say thanks again very much. We're going to end now. Take care, stay safe, everyone, and keep gaming.